There's a pattern online nobody wants to say out loud. It's not just haters. That word's cheap. It's failed builders who reinvent themselves as moral authority. It's the guy who tried to build something once, spent money he didn't have, told everyone he was the next big thing, burned out, and quietly quit. And instead of healing, he mutates. He becomes a gatekeeper. He camps out in subreddits, discords, forums, anywhere new ideas show up. And his entire mission becomes this: if I couldn't do it, you're not allowed to either. That's what's rotting this space. Not WotC, not Hasbro, not AI, not even greed. Entitled failures with a megaphone. Because here's what happens next. He rewrites his own story. In his version of reality, he didn't stall out, he learned. He paid his dues. He earned perspective. He starts talking like a veteran, like a survivor of some holy war. He'll use words like, I commend you, and take my advice. That's how he says kneel. He'll talk to you like he's a mentor, like you should be grateful to stand in the glow of his almost success. But ask him one question. Did you move the needle? Silence. Not did you try, not did you spend. Did you move the needle? Did you keep a local game store alive? Did you build a rule set that strangers now teach each other without you in the room? Did you create a world people fight to defend in comments you never even see? Because that's impact. Everyone else is noise. And the noise does what noise does. It gets loud. We saw it today. Live fire. One Reddit thread, roughly 1,600 eyes on it. And out of those 16, how many actually stepped into the arena? About 5. Not 5 builders, 5 loud ones. 5 self-appointed experts who all followed the same script like it was printed on the back of their cereal box. Step 1, question legitimacy. Is this even real? Is it AI? Is your game even a game? Step 2, demand proof they never had to show. Show me your player count. Show me your revenues. Show me your numbers. Step 3, claim seniority. I have been playing since before you were born. I've been in this space for years. Step 4, moral superiority. We did it the right way. We spent years. We paid real artists. We're noble. You're not. Step 5, group validation. Look how many people downvoted you. See, you're wrong. The crowd has spoken. That's not feedback. That's a protection racket. That's, I didn't make it, so now I get to sit on the gate and bite anyone who tries to walk through. Understand something. That is not the voice of the community. That is not the voice of players. That is not the voice of the future. That is the voice of people who lost and decided losing makes them royalty. You can hear the desperation in the way they talk. They flex time served like it's a badge. I've played Magic longer than you've been alive. Cool story, bro. People have been smoking longer than me too. Doesn't mean their lungs are healthy. Surviving an ecosystem doesn't make you an authority. Sometimes it just means you get comfortable while the floor rotted. Then they throw money at you like it's holy water. We spent 3 years. We spent thousands of dollars. We commissioned hundreds of pieces of art. We did it the honest way. Listen to the subtext. What they're really saying is, I bled for this. I suffered for this. I didn't get what I wanted. That suffering is now my crown and you will kiss it. And when you don't, when you say, no, I'm not kneeling, I'm building, they panic. Because now the myth cracks. Now the truth is naked. They didn't become protectors of culture. They just became hall monitors in a school nobody goes to anymore. Then comes the final stage, the tantrum. You saw it in this thread. You'll always see it. When logic stops working, they go personal. They reach for arrogant, full of himself. Company is doomed. Bye, Felicia. That's the basest form of defense. When someone runs out of facts, they reach for insults. When someone runs out of presence, they reach for insult plus emoji. My guy, you're arrogant. Translation, you're speaking with confidence I wish I still felt. My guy, you're doomed. Translation, please fail so I don't have to feel this way about myself. And here's the tragic part, and I mean this. I'm not even angry at them. I'm concerned. Because those are the voices that end up shaping perception for everyone watching from the sidelines. Those are the voices new creators hear first. A new developer posts their first mechanic. Here comes the failed veterans with their advice. A new artist shows an early concept. Here comes the not good enough kid We paid real artists. A new studio says we're trying something different. Here come the scam, grift, cash grab, get out. That's the real damage. Not that they hurt me, they didn't. They couldn't. It's that they scare off the next person who might have made something beautiful and gave up instead. And that not Hasbro's earnings, not AI bad, not booster fund variants, not whatever today's fake moral outrage is. That is how a genre dies. Not from corporate greed, from cultural surrender, from letting the loudest failures hold the mic and call it wisdom. Let me make my position crystal clear. I'm not here to win an argument on Reddit. Reddit doesn't ship product. Reddit doesn't fill tables. Reddit doesn't keep your LGS alive on a Thursday night. I'm here to build. We are building a world with the players, not around them. We've got artists, designers, playtesters, people driving to real stores, sleeves on tables, dice on mats. We raised money from the community, no suits, no shareholder deck. We got people who care enough to show up in person, not just mash a down vote and call it activism. That's the difference. You comment, we build. And hear me clearly, this isn't about ego. This is about responsibility. Because somewhere out there, there's a kid who loves this space, and right now all he sees is decay. Stores empty, prices are stupid, power creep is a joke, organized play is fragments of what it used to be. The community leaders he finds online are just bitter men circling the drain and calling it a throne. That kid deserves better than that. He deserves myth. He deserves story. He deserves a world that lets him walk in and say, this is mine now. And that will not come from the couch. It's going to come from the forge. So here's a line in the sand. If you're one of the 5 voices today swinging your ego around like it's a credential, congratulations. You've identified yourself. You're not the hero of this story, you're the warning label. If you're one of the other 1,500 who read all of that and felt something in your chest, I'm talking to you. We are building this right now. A new world, new lore, new rules, new blood. Built with players, not for shareholders. If you want in, then step in. Make a character, claim a name, etch yourself into the universe so deep no downvote can race you. Because this is bigger than one thread. This is about taking fantasy back from people who stop believing in it and still think they own it. The couch has many critics. The forge has few creators. Pick a side and understand this. Stock charts don't measure soul. Downvotes don't measure truth. Couch dents don't measure impact. Presence does. Creation does. Reality does. You comment, I build, and I'm inviting you to build with me.